That was pretty silly. I liked that. Okay. Calm. Calm down. We're good. We're no longer fighting for our lives. I'm speaking quietly because there's other people in the house and I don't want to say stuff too loud just yet. Because my room's hot as fuck. Anyway, what we're going to be doing now is another art pick that I can't show on stream. So that's where we're at. And I don't 100% know exactly what I was going to draw. So I'm going to be sitting here for a second. I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know if anybody's even here. Probably not, right? Probably not. Yep. We had one guy come in. Less than an hour. That's a very generous way of saying that. Thank you. What Firebot really means by less than an hour is less than a minute. We know. We both know. Alright. I have to draw someone from a shonen anime, I think. I was thinking Bleach, because I've been watching that lately. But that's the kind of the assignment, so I'll just do this. And maybe I ask the clients. Okay. You know what really sucks is the Discord. Like, it's fine, but it a little sucks. I sent a message. Okay. I wasn't entirely sure what to draw. I wonder if I just do it the same, like a sequel to the same pick I just did. Follow-up image. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. The guy who made Bleach also made Burn the Witch. Huh. I can kind of see it. Yeah, neat. Anyway, what am I doing here? don't know what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, I gotta open my art program. And I had this I had this fucking plan to improve my art. It's like, here's what I'm gonna do every day. I'm gonna do one picture of this, and then I'm gonna do some studies of this. I have done that 0 times since I started that. And the first couple times I was like, well, things got it. Like I had semi-legitimate excuses for that. And then, you know, I just kind of forgot about it. That's not legitimate. That's not legitimate news. Okay. You know what's also really, really annoying is the, I have 2 Discord accounts, right? I have one for Adelaide and one for my normal account. And if I have to go talk to people on my normal account, I have to switch to that. And when I switch to that when I'm streaming, the bouncy little computer chibi people on the bottom. So like if I have, actually I might still be able to see. Maybe I don't want to show that. It's always asking for permission from my other account to enable, but I don't want it to do that. So I hit cancel, but then it keeps fucking asking. I don't know how to tell it to fucking stop asking. God damn it. Reactive images, that's right. I just don't want to do it. Can I block it? You know, block it on this profile? Yeah, streaming mode is enabled. Alright, well, nobody's responded to me. Let's see. I might, I might do a follow-up to that last picture. I'm not, like, incredibly happy with it. Is the problem. Like, it's fine. But I'm not, like... I don't know, I'm just not super happy with it. But if I did a follow-up, then I can, you know, sort of make up for it. Yeah. Alright, you know what? I don't know what to do. And we're not going to get anywhere if we don't start doing something. And maybe that'll help. So let's pull up our tablet here. And then I'm going to switch my account to that. It popped up again right as I was doing that. Stop it. All right. There we go. Okay. Great. Yeah. Good. It's really weird. Some of this Twitch stuff, I just like. I don't really understand how it works. It just seems, I don't know. It just seems weird. pondering. You see that follower goal down there? 32 days to reach 50. We are at 22. Technically it's 23 though, but I think it actually is 22. It could even be lower than that, because one of those is my own account, so it doesn't like really count, right? Because I'm not going to watch myself. I only did that because I wanted to keep an eye on things if I was logged into my other account, just in case something. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, so point is, we have maybe 3 days of buffer if we were to assume 1 follower a day to reach 50. You know, and that's the goal line. And again, I've said this plenty of times, it's not the end all be all, you know. I'm not going to be like, I quit streaming if I don't hit that. It's just a goal, right? It's so weird. So I'm thinking about the next steps to try and do that, because the next couple days I'm going to be doing art that I can't show on stream. So what sucks about that is that it's just me here talking, right? And it's not like I can go watch a show or something while we're doing that. So whatever. So I have to be here and just lure people in with my charm, which works sometimes, but not all the time. In fact, most of the time, it doesn't work. Do you know how I know that? Because I would have more followers by now. Because people come in here for about 30 seconds or less, and then they leave. At least according to what Twitch is telling me. So, and I don't get many of those anyway. But I'll tell you, the people that do stay are fucking legit, you know? They're the real ones, the real deal. I showed up in the browse page yesterday. What was I playing yesterday? I was playing Zobot yesterday. Well, and the chatting stuff, so. But today's just not looking good. But most of my traffic I don't know where most of my traffic actually comes from. Now that I think about it. Huh. My viewership chart from direct/other is 71%. And that's from outside of Twitch, so if that's not Twitch, then what is it? I thought it might have been Twitter. You know, like a direct link like I tweeted out and then they come here. But that's just not it. Then Google is next. Are people Googling me? Should I set up an analytics account? See where those views are coming from? I was told by one of my recent people that if I keep at it, I will I'll be big. Or something like that. I can't remember the exact words. But that was very nice. I like that. Views from channels. I don't know what this means. I don't know what that means. Did I get raided by somebody? Yeah, see, that's kind of weird too. Direct links. I guess those are from maybe Discord links. I'm not sure what that means. Oh man. 1% or less is from my, well, less than 1% of views are from my channel page, which is whatever, but it's just funny. They like the thought of them coming here, not looking at anything, and just leaving. My go live notification hasn't changed, but it's still only like reaching one person at a time. Occasionally there will be more than that, but it's not really, you know. I guess I could put bats or something on there, make it different. I mean, you know, 40 engaged viewers isn't bad though. The rate of return is, you know, kind of about the same, so, well, not really, never mind. Returning engaged is only 11. On average, that is. Of course, there's 230 unique viewers, so out of 40, well, 40 out of that is whatever. It's really interesting. August 4th and 5th, I got nothing. It's a Sunday and a Monday. August 21st and 23rd were also nothing. What did I do on those days? It's from last week, so those VODs are probably gone. That was 21st and 23rd. I didn't even have any of this. I have the one from the 22nd, but that's it. I think those VODs got messed up somehow. And like, I think I was having a lot of technical issues with Zomboid, and so like I kind of didn't do anything. But that's sort of okay. But okay, so let's see. We're just looking here, you know. And here's the other thing that's weird, is it's like, this is the part that I don't get, because Twitch tells me that I have like 2 viewers or whatever. And I'm sure everybody has this fucking issue. And they told me, you know, oh yeah, it's just, you know, one of them is you watching your own stream because, you know, you're on the Twitch manager or whatever. But I know I have 1 viewer right now. Because I can see him. And then I have another one, which is me on there, apparently. And this was earlier, not right now, but... and then it went down to 1. And I'm like, why? Why did you go down to 1? It's like it doesn't count some people sometimes, but it always counts you. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't feel like it's really working as intended, I suppose. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it's only 500 people viewing Helldivers. I don't know. Should probably play a different game, honestly. I think our next break we're gonna do, what was it that I wanted to play? Halo. Or MechWarrior. Yeah. One of those, I think. Let's see what they got right now. Halo Master Chief Collection. It's 1.8K. Kind of not bad though. There are still a lot of people per channel. That might not be too bad. So yeah, that one's probably okay. What's the other one? What's the other? MechWarrior. MechWarrior. MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. 16. 16 viewers. Oh man. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's so low. Ah, my eye. But I did get like 3 people watching me last time, so I mean, shit. Maybe it'll work. But I've been meaning to play that, so maybe we'll go back to that at some point. But maybe limit it to like an hour or so, just so we're not, I don't know, wasting time, I guess. Let's see what Black Ops has. Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops. Well, they got more than Helldivers. They got more than Zomboid too. That's good. Ugh. But I only play zombies on that, so it's probably not that interesting to watch. I mean, I think it's interesting. I think it's personally interesting, but probably not, because there's really only so much you can do in zombies for that game. Like, it's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of samey, in a way. Like, playing it is really fun. But if you're trying to go for any, like, of the Easter eggs or whatever, then you kind of just play it the same every time. You know, there's a certain order you need to do things, and certain categories, not categories, certain levels that you have to complete those on. Otherwise, you're gonna get like fucked for the next level or whatever. So it's kind of whatever. Or like, you know, on Kino doing like, you know, running the train around the stage, or, you know, around the map or whatever. It's like, yeah, that gets you, you know, it's fun and it gets you, you know, high levels, but or rounds rather. It's you know, I don't know if it's very interesting to watch, because it's just kind of the same. So it might not be that might not be a good idea. Let's see what BattleTech has. BattleTech. 16 viewers, baby. That is not a lot. But you know what? We might do that tomorrow. Average channels is like 4. And yeah, there's 16 viewers right now, but their average viewers per channel is 16 to 45. It looks like somewhere around there. Well, 13 to, yeah, 13 to 45-ish at peak. That's more than I get. It's more than I get right now. I got like 2 right now, if that. One of them's my roommate. So, yeah, I don't know. I think we should do that tomorrow, though, because if we're going to be around a bunch of people, like a bunch of people, more than I usually get, then I want to have a bit more energy. Right now, I'm kind of like, you know, we're on 5 hours and 20 minutes, so I'm a little like, ugh. At least for right now. I mean, shit. If we do Friday night, Saturday morning, there's only one guy doing that. I could be that other guy. We could do that. We could fucking do that. Hell yeah. We'll bump BattleTech up on the list, I think. Because that game is fun. And I'm probably a little better at that than I am MechWarrior 5, even though I am fine at MechWarrior. I mean, I am. I wasn't so great last time. But, you know, that's just whatever. Yeah, I don't know. MechWarrior might be a good idea at some point. Because I do want to play it. What was the other game? Right, I want to see Total War Warhammer 3. For me, that seems like a weird game to watch, too. But shit, I mean, there's average viewers still in the 30s area, so that's not too bad. Lowest is still like 2 or 3, so can't be any worse off. Seems like a weird, I don't know. I say that, but I've definitely watched people play it. Let's do Crusader Kings. Oh, this is Crusader Kings 2. Oh, no. Oh, my heart breaks a bit. Nobody watches Crusader Kings 2. Except for that one group on Saturday. That was one person, and they're 300 or 130 followers. Fuck that guy. How dare he? How dare he play this game? Yeah, and CK3 doesn't get a lot of views either. I mean, as in, doesn't get a lot of channels playing it either. They get okay views, but like, not a lot. It's really weird. Okay, how about we look at Hotline Miami 2? Not a lot. Probably not worth it. Let's try Black Mesa. Yeah, probably not worth it either. I mean, almost nobody's streaming it, but there's nobody watching that game either. Not that I'm gonna play this, but it is on the list. It's Age of Empires. Honestly, that's probably a really good game to play. Yeah. Average is, like, even on the low days, is like 30 people. Well, there's one's like 10 or whatever, but that's like the really low day. That's probably something I need to bump up. Am I the best at that game? No. I'm really not. I've been playing it for, 30 fucking years or whatever, but I'm just not the best at it. I don't play competitively. I just play it with me and, like, the AI. And the AI always fucking kicks my ass. So, whatever. What else we got? War Tales, right? War Tales. Yeah, was the other game I was thinking about doing. Ooh. Yeah, not really good either. If I'm reading these stats right. Yeah, that was it, I think. Oh yeah, Wasteland. Wasteland 3. One viewer. One whole viewer right now. Probably not that one either. Scribble. Oh, hi. I was scrolled up in my my stream chat looking at something I posted earlier. How are you doing? Apologize for not seeing you come in. I just got done playing some Helldivers, and I've been kind of cooling down a bit, you know. Just hit that 50. 50 what? Oh, wait. Followers? Congratulations. That's great. Yeah, so I'm just kind of chilling, you know, for now. But I gotta draw soon, so I'm just feeling like I'm low energy at the moment. But yeah, that's great. Glad to hear that. You're making the big leagues now. You're gonna be famous soon. Helldivers was fun? Yeah, it was. I was fighting bots today. I usually like fighting bugs, but you know, lately it's just been kind of annoying. But bots are fine. Bots are still kind of okay. Yeah, it went okay. I didn't have too much trouble, but I did have trouble. Because I mostly play by myself, you know. And I'm still like a level 8 or something, so I don't have a whole lot. Just wanting the VIP rolls, and yeah. Oh yeah. There's a this is so frustrating. I had dropped my samples and the evac was coming, and so when I spawned again, I went to go run and get the samples, and the enemies weren't looking at me. They didn't know where I was, so I ran, got the samples, and then I was getting shot at then. So I crouched to take cover, and because I was running, they slid, and they slid into a mine, and so I blew up. But I was fine. I somehow survived. But then I got blown back and landed on another mine and killed me. And then that was it. That was my last life, so it flew away. Well, the destroyer was gone by that point, so that was annoying. It's funny, very funny, but I've been doing a lot of missions and then not getting samples, so I'm like kind of behind on my my gear, I think. But it also takes like 80, so it's whatever. Anyway, yeah, I've just been kind of looking at my analytics and seeing what games I could probably play next. It looks like Age of Empires might be pretty good. And yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna start drawing now, I think. Take a break from Zomboid. Yeah, I am. I don't want to. Like, I really do like that game. But I'm not getting as much traffic as I'd like with it. And I don't really know how to fix that by just like playing it again and again. So I'm just trying to branch out and see if there's something else I could just touch for a little bit before going back. So I think I was going to do Halo, and maybe Age of Empires 2 has a big following. They still get a lot of people. What was the other one? BattleTech. That's right. BattleTech and MechWarrior. So both of those. Well, all 4 of those. Both of the MechWarrior games. Yeah. My dog is staring at me from the corner of my eye. Just staring at me, just... Hi, dog. What are you doing? Hi. You want pets? There you go. You're a dog. All right. Time to draw. Hi. Hi, dog. Yeah, I love you too. You alright? No, get down. Sorry, dog. I'm working right now. Oh, no, dog. Just get up on my lap. Hold on. Dog. Ah. Okay. Ah. Dog is on the lap now. Good dog. Alright. Go ahead, lay down. Dog, lay down. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm drawing. I don't know what I'm going to draw. I can't show it on stream, but I can talk about it, but I don't know what I'm going to draw. Dog, come on. Hey, if you want to be up here, you need to be not in the way, okay? You're very cute, though. I do love you. Come on, lay down. Okay. Just don't know. Don't know. But I figured if I just pull it up at least and start making lines, well, let's just get somewhere. Okay. I'm gonna do. My roommate suggested a Dragon Ball picture, so I might just. Wasn't terribly thrilled about it, but let's see what we can do. Gotta do the ankles right here. And a lot of times when I'm drawing, I just kind of get real scribbly with it at first, and then refine it from there in stages. And I didn't used to do that, and I kind of don't like that I do that. Let's try not to do that with this one. Really don't like how this is going though. It's just not. It's just a weird day. It's just a weird day for art. Dog. Hi. I know. Hi. Start licking my hand. How's that work? Visualize. What's it going on in the brain? It's like, there it is. Yeah, okay. What were you playing today? RimWorld, I think I saw? How's that going? Or was it Terraria? One of those. That's another game I haven't really played. I think I didn't play Terraria for a really dumb reason, which was I kept wanting to make like it's a 2D plane basically, so you just need to get like the two walls in the roof, right? But I kept like, no, they can just go around the wall. Why, whatever. I just like I couldn't get past that and just like accept that my house I could see through my house, and yet I was still fine. You broke RimWorld. Oh no. Playing the Calamity mod. I don't know really what that means, but it sounds like sounds about right from what I remember. Background also. Well, still, I mean, it's like there's the foreground too, you know. I had trouble with accepting that there were, you know, just the two walls on the other side. And you know, I could be wrong. It could be completely wrong. But I just was weirdly had issues with that. More bosses and a bunch of boss mechanics. Okay. I didn't know they had bosses in that game. I thought it was just kind of like a crafty, miney kind of game. Some would say like a Minecrafter kind of game, Minecraft. If only all games were very as descriptive as that game in the title, you know? What you do in this game. Zombie shoot. But even then, that's not descriptive of it. Like 2D. Wait, what? We're on the same page, I think. Right? I think I said this before, when I do art, I get really dumb. Because my brain just like goes somewhere else, so I misinterpret a lot. I apologize. So please be patient with me. I misunderstand. So my brain's like wired for like weird creativity stuff when I do art, so it's like it doesn't think about normal things and understanding normal things. It's kind of just gets weird. Anyway, but I think we're talking about the same thing. Big old bosses fought a ton of bosses. It's 3D Terraria is Minecraft, 2D Minecraft. Right. Yeah, we're talking about the same thing. That game's not natively multiplayer, right? Can't remember. Maybe that was like another update they came out with. I feel like there was a... Could be another game, though. There's so many crafting games out there. You get the same way you lose your train of thought. Good. Somewhere there's a train station with all our thoughts, and it's just abandoned. There's ghost trains there. You know what I want to do, speaking of ghost trains? And we're getting kind of close to doing this in terms of time frame things, so it'll be fun. I want to do... I don't know if it was originally, but multiplayer is possible. Okay. Awesome. But I want to do, like, spooky stories on stream. Either stuff that I write myself or that I find online or people submit. I don't think people are going to submit anything, though. Just because, I mean, time will tell. But I don't have very many people, so we'll see. But basically, I just want to, like, read spooky stories for Halloween. So I think that could be... I just think that could be fun. Used to try. I'll get, like, scary music and stuff. I don't mean, like, you know... Not like campfire stuff, but like kind of campfire stuff, but not like the really cheesy ones that everybody knows, you know. Door hook, hand hook, car door, you know, stuff like that. I don't even know what they would be or what they are at the moment. I don't hate this sketch, but it's kind of the wrong angle I wanted at. Okay. And of course, you know, I'd have to actually write something, so that'll be kind of interesting. But I'm always, not always, I guess, but I don't mind trying out different styles or methods, I guess. Just to see what I can do with it. Which is funny because I oftentimes do like horror or darker themes with my writing or any of my stories that I do. So it's not like out of my wheelhouse, but something like a creepypasta. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. There's been a couple of really good ones, you know, that are creepypasta stuff. But I feel like creepypasta is well, it kind of is, but it's not quite it. At least the one I was thinking of. But it still is part of that. But yeah, something like that. But I wouldn't read. I want to have like more original stuff, and less just stuff I find online. But we'll see how that goes, because you know, I doubt I'll be able to, one, write that many stuff, and two, find that many stuff that's not, or have people submit stuff that's not already something. But it might be a good way for any people who do want to do writing stuff to, you know, get their story read and listened to. But maybe that's the mindset of someone who should have, who has more viewers than I have. So, who knows? It could be fun though. I want to try it at least. So let's see, what it's August. It's almost September, October. So we got a month or two still. Which doesn't give me too much time to think of something. But I do have time. And we'll be good. I gotta rehearse it, you know, maybe, and figure out how long it takes. And if it's, you know, planned for like a 4-hour stream, maybe. And if my story takes that long or not, that's doubtful, honestly. Considering most audiobooks, full-length audiobooks, are like 6 hours long, 6 to 8 hours. I don't know if I could do half of that. Maybe not with one story, maybe. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. I hate this picture, actually. I need a different angle, but I don't hate it. So that's good. And I can actually probably use this for 2 different things. I don't like reusing poses, so I don't know which one I'll use. Which character this will be yet. I usually ask people, or at least I seem to usually ask people personal questions, and you don't have to answer any of these. And they're not, you know, nothing weird really. But the last couple dudes have been from different countries. The way you talk, I'm pretty sure you're American. And, you know, don't tell me where you're from, of course, but I don't know. Where do you work? Do you have a fun job? One guy was taking his perk off this week because he was sick. So I don't know. I used to work at well, I'm a full-time artist now. I don't get paid very much. But I did get paid much more at my last job, which was working in medical manufacturing as a machine operator. P&ID diagrams, going to school for mechanical engineering. Nice. I don't know what a P and ID diagram means. And actually, mechanical engineering is something that I was thinking about getting into when I was younger. But I don't know if you know this about mechanical engineering, but you kind of need to be good at math. And I'm not, just not. So I didn't really go that route. But it came up a lot. The other thing I was gonna do was like be a history teacher, but one, I'm not a teacher, and two, I just didn't do that either, I guess. It's a little weird just thinking about like childhood, what you tell yourself that you will become, or what your ambitions are for work. And I don't know, feels a little weird. Maybe I'm just reading into it too much, but well, now this looks bad. What did I do wrong? Do you enjoy your job, at least? I hope so. I've been at least 14 other jobs. In different industries. So, I've been a bit around. Wait, you say okay, yeah, okay. Schematics for piping and instrumentation diagrams, okay. No, it's totally fine. It's okay to write stories to me. Instrumentation diagrams for different plants taking into numerical analysis this upcoming semester and finishing calculus 1 through 4, oh geez, and differential equations. Also, I don't think you are reading into it as much as I can understand. Well, yeah. I'm glad it's, I mean, especially if it's pretty much all online, that's great. Because then, you don't have to go anywhere. And if you're anything like me, that's awesome. I don't like going anywhere. So piping diagrams, huh? Interesting. What do you do with that information? Just like, I don't know, see where things need to be wired up, or if there's like an expansion or something. I don't know if I've actually heard of that being a job before. Maybe part of a job, but I don't know. Not that I don't believe you, of course, but just unfamiliar. Just redrew everything instead of trying to draw better. Oops. Can we have it at this angle? Let's see, where did I first worked at a... Technically my first job was as a, I don't really know what the job title was. It was a temporary job, like an internship type thing. But it wasn't an internship, it was just something I had in high school that was at an office. And I did, like folder filing, basically. You would have a bunch of folders with, a string of like 6 to 8 numbers on them. Varying degrees, different types of numbers and lengths, I guess, for different programs that they had. And they would all come in these folders in this bin that people just put them right in there. And my job was to sort those out numerically. And I'd go there after school, and they'd have that pile there, and I would just go through and sort it. And I got really good at it, like absurdly good. because what would happen is they'd have, they'd have like, I don't know, a whole stack, like 100 or something, and I guess it's not this hard. Like, really, it's probably not that hard to think about it, but I'd be done in like 20 minutes, just like just filing those separately. So I would have, I don't know, I just had a very good system. And then I would have nothing to do because I wasn't allowed to do anything because I was too young to actually be like given a job, you know? It's like they couldn't have me working, I don't know, like part-time, full-time or whatever. So if I worked too many hours a week, then like they would, child labor laws or something would come into effect. I was only like 15 or 16 at the time. But yeah, so I would just sit there and be bored for another 3 hours. So my dad also worked there. That's how I got the job, right? And he didn't get off for another 3 to 4 hours. And I kind of got in trouble at that job because like I would be done and there wouldn't be anything for me to do, but technically I was still on the clock, but like I would just kind of be sitting there and not have anything to do. And if you're familiar with being in high school, and I guess maybe this is just a me thing, I was not very good at staying awake for a long time. And I still kind of have bad sleep habits. And it's not really habits, it's just bad brain chemistry that makes my sleep kind of terrible to manage. So when I would get done with my work and I would have nothing to do, I would get real sleepy. And so technically I was like sleeping on the job, but like I had nothing to do. So it was kind of a weird thing. Same here, I mean, not the most interesting to stare at, pretty much playing matchmaker. So the plant operator sends you drawings, we archive the parts in the drawing database. Okay, code manager, blah blah blah, cross-check the information. Yeah, right. Your first job was at McDonald's. Hell yeah. What kind of database were you using? Because I worked in an IT job and I believe ours was in like a SQL Server or something like that. I don't know if that's the same as yours. I didn't actually really touch that side of it until later, and then I didn't really get into that part of the job. They were training me on it, but it didn't happen. Because I wasn't really allowed to touch anything in the server except for like one thing. And they were trying to teach me to do other stuff, but I just kind of wasn't... I wasn't qualified to do anything else, so it was kind of hard to be given additional responsibilities, even though they were trying to get me to help out where I could. So it's like map archiving with blueprints rather. Yes, map still works as a descriptor for that. Okay, well that's fair. That's entirely fair. And it could be some proprietary in-house thing. Not sure. Oh man, just thinking about that. Anyway, yeah, my high school restaurant job or fast food job was at a Philly cheesesteak place. And I was a delivery driver. And then I was a cashier after that, and delivery driver. I did most everything except for the really important money stuff, because that was the manager's job. But I did cashiering, I did the deliveries, I did order taking on the phone, I did the, you know, clean up everything at the end of the day, clean the bathrooms, all that stuff, clean the grill, all that. Not the best job, you know. But, yeah, it's a job. One of your managers got caught stealing and got caught for grand theft. Nice. I have a question about that. Were they on meth? Because we had that happen to us too. And that dude was on meth. And he, it's so funny. You know, because he thought this was a great idea. He stole the checkbook for the restaurant. That was like where you get your paychecks from, right? So he stole those, and then like would write himself a paycheck and try to cash it in. And the bank was like, yeah, I don't think you can do that. So that was funny. He threatened me with, well, maybe I shouldn't say this. Maybe I shouldn't say this. He threatened me with some stuff that I didn't want to be near him after that, you know? So, okay, I'm just gonna keep my distance. So, it's funny. I probably would have taken that a little more seriously if I was a bit more older, I guess. But, you know, it turned out fine. Nothing happened. Gotta have that sharp stick or that pocket rocket. Don't know if I know what you mean. Don't know if I know what you mean by that. Sharp stick or pocket rocket. Right, okay. Gotcha. There's like a, you know, it doesn't help that there's like a delay between what I say and what the chat appears too, so sometimes I have to like, what were we talking about? Yeah. Anyway, that was an okay job. The best part about that job was doing the delivery part, because you gotta just not be in the store, you know, you can just leave, technically. Yeah. It was a good time. I did like it. You know, it wasn't the best job, that's for sure, but I have some fond memories. Because where I lived at the time was like snowy during winter, so you would always get deliveries during that time. Because people don't want to leave, and that's totally fine. And I had a Jeep, so I was fine driving on that kind of conditions. And that's actually how I learned to drive, was, you know, during when it was snowy, so I was pretty good at it. And when you're a delivery driver and you're still in high school and there's nobody on the road and it's late at night and the roads are a little slick, you like to do donuts occasionally. And there was this one apartment building that we would always get that had a roundabout to get into the various wings of the apartment complex. And so I would, every time I'd go through there, I would drift around the outside of it, because you could. That was fun. I had this guy I really liked too. He's this super tall and super fat black guy that lived in this really nice house. And he would always order the same thing. And he was super nice. And he would always ask for extra ranch. And he was very insistent. I need extra ranch. And so we would always give him like way too much ranch. Just because like we knew he wanted extra. And that was funny. But you know, I liked seeing him. He was a cool guy. He's like the only guy I remember, really. Well, there's actually one guy. He lived in a trailer park, and he would just order on occasion. I don't really remember why I remember him. He doesn't really stand out. I just kind of do. I also delivered to the strip club a lot, and I was not allowed inside because I was like 17 or whatever, 16, 17. Actually, I might have been 18, and you had to be like 21 to get in there because they were serving alcohol or something. Anyway, I wasn't allowed inside, so that was kind of funny. So what I'd have to do is I'd have to sit in the lobby of the strip club, and you know you can't see anything because it's the lobby, right? And what would happen is the guys would pay for it, right? But they'd send one of the girls up to go grab it and bring it back for them, and so it was kind of just a weird, like, moot point. Like, don't go in there, because you might see something. But then they would just come up and, like, grab the food from you. And it wasn't, like, crazy. They're still in, like, bikinis or whatever. But it was just kind of, I don't know, it was just kind of funny. I always thought it was really gross, too. To, like, eat food at a strip club. Especially, like, cheesesteak food that you had to eat with your hands. It's just weird. Almost had the same thing, but ours was a mocha man. Nice. He was okay as long as... Oh no. Other than that, it was a complete mess. Yeah, that's the only time I've ever been to a strip club too, is doing deliveries. That's it. It's never really appealed to me, What was it called? Club Diamond. Club Diamond. Hell yeah. What a fun, awesome name. I had one lady. I have two stories. Well, I have a bunch of stories from delivery, honestly. But I'll keep it a little brief while I do whatever, so I'm not... Well, whatever. I'll just tell stories. And stop when I want to. I had a coworker who was taking phone calls for call-in deliveries. And I was running delivery driving that day. And I was like one of the only drivers, I think. Well, no, that's not true. We had a bunch of extras, but that's who I was. I was one of the deliveries that day. And so my coworker wrote down the address and handed it to me, and I got the food, and I went out to go find where they lived. And when I punched it into the GPS, it was like 2 hours away. And I was like, oh shit, that's fucking far. So, alright. So I start driving down there, and I can't find the place at all. 2 hours later, when I get down there, I can't find it. And so I called the lady, and I was like, hey, I'm really sorry, I can't find your address. What is the... is this your address? Is this correct? And she was like, no. And what had happened was, because of my coworker's handwriting, their W looked like an E that was sideways. So I went to the west, or the east, and their house was in the west. So I had to drive back. And it actually wasn't that far from the store. And policy was to, if they're mad or whatever, you let them have their food for free and just, hopefully they'll get off your back about it. And you just take the loss. So, that was what we did, and I don't think they ordered there from again, but, yeah. So I kind of got in trouble for that, but I don't know. They wrote it, like, sideways, so maybe it was the other way around. But like if you write like a W like at a diagonal, like it kind of looks like, you know, like a backwards 3 almost. Like it's like that's an E, right? But it's actually a W, and just the angle that she was writing it at, and like whatever, it just ended up that way. And my manager was like, okay. Wait, am I getting two? I think I'm getting 2 stories mixed up. Yeah, I am. It wasn't 2 hours away. It was just on the other side, and I just went to the wrong house. And but it was far, and it was gone for a long time. And their food was cold. Another story was the one that was 2 hours away, which is some address out there. I took the call. I made the food. I delivered it. I was like, the whole process was me. But it was really far away, and my manager called me, and he was like, hey, you've been gone a while. Where are you at? I was like, I'm doing this delivery. It's over here. I was like, all right, well, hurry back. We need you here. You know, whatever. So I get back, and he's still mad at me. And I was like, this is the address. This is where I went. And he looks at it, and he goes, okay, let me show you something. And he goes over the map, and he's like, this is our delivery area. They live way the hell down here. And nobody had told me that before. I didn't know we had like a specific range. I was just like, we take the call. If they call, that's where we go. I figured they wouldn't call if they, you know, if they were out of the area, I guess, but I was never told about that. So, you know, I wasn't like in trouble, but it was definitely like, okay, don't do that again. And what's funny is that those people called back like a week later, and they were like, hi, yeah, we'd like to order delivery, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, I know exactly, because I knew the address, right? Because I had been there before. And thankfully, I was the one that got the call. But they were like, yeah, you know, I want to order some food. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. You're actually outside of our delivery area. And they said, well, you ordered it last time. And I was like, yeah, the driver that did that was a mistake. He was not supposed to do that. Wink, wink. I didn't let him know it was me. But they're like, oh, okay. I'm like, yep, sorry about that. You'll have to... Yeah. They messed up. That wasn't supposed to happen. I just pretended like it was not my fault. But, you know, they didn't know. I just didn't want to say it was me on the phone, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Blame it on the other guy. Not the other guy that's me still. It's a weird neighborhood. Where our store was. There was like weirdly a lot of trailer parks like in the middle of town. That's weird. There's a corn maze at one point. Oh. And actually the water park was in that town too. So that was kind of weird. Never ended up delivering there, which is kind of interesting. I saw an electrical box on fire once. That was fun. And like, this was before anybody had shown up to fix it. It was just driving by it and it was like on fire, and I was like, oh, that's probably not good. And there was some people stopped and like on the phone, so I was like, okay, we'll just let them take care of it, you know. But it was just like, I don't know. I feel like you never see the thing as it happens. It's always like some other aftermath or whatever, which is really pretty. You know, it's kind of like a sort of white kind of fire. That was fun. But yeah, you know, you just drive around, you listen to your own music, and you just kind of hang out. You get tips, and sometimes you don't. And gas back then was in like the $8 range or something stupid, so that was bad. Go to the restroom, yeah, that's totally fine. Have fun. Well, don't have fun, but you know, good luck or whatever. I don't know. I'll see you soon, I guess. I'm trying to think of other things that I did though. Yeah, it was pretty bad at the time. I don't know if it was actually that much. I might be exaggerating, but you know, I remember not liking it because when you do deliveries, like to fill up my tank, which wasn't that big, I think it was like 14 liters or something. it was like 80, 90 bucks. So it was, yeah. So that sucked. Especially when you don't make that much money. And especially when you're driving around that much, too. And they paid you, they gave you, I don't know, they gave you something. I don't want to keep you here. Not that I am, but, you know, do your thing. I just gave you yapping. So I got paid, what was it, like, I want to say like 13 cents per mile for gas, which isn't great. You know, that's not great. I wonder if I can actually look up, if I can look up what gas prices were then. I think that was 2009? No, probably not. Probably 2011-ish. This doesn't make sense. No. Alright, dog. I know, making my leg fall asleep though, okay? Good dog. Yeah, I know, you're cute. You're cute. It's okay, lay down. You're fine. I just had to move my leg. Yeah, that would have been 2011, 2012, I think. I wonder if I can narrow that down by location, at least in the state. You know, because it's different. It'd be different every, you know, every state would probably be a little different, and every town or even gas station would be a little different too, just based on where it's located. Oh, dog, careful. Easy, you almost fell. Hey, you alright? You okay? You see a ghost? I love you. You're so cute. Alright. Okay, go on, get down. Go on. I love my dog. It's a good beastie. Okay, this might actually be nice here. Let's see, how do I read this data? I think it was probably 2011. 2010, 2011. Let's see if I was... Would have been 2010. I'm trying to think, because I voted, I was able to vote in the 2008 presidential election, I think. I think that was the first time I was able to vote. So I would have been 18 at that time. So yeah, maybe it was 2008. Maybe it was... No, because we lived in... That must have been after. It was at least in that first term, so... 2008, 18... I was still in high school. Must have been like right, or it must have been 2008. Which is not great, according to this. So at the beginning of that year, gas was $4 a gallon in that state. I think based on where that town was located, I think it was like $4.50 or something like that. Dog, hey, you okay? Do you need to go outside? Outside? Alright. I gotta let my dog out. I'll be right back. Uh-oh. Don't do that, though. Okay, be right back. back. It's always fun watching people, VTubers come back because their models like always like possessed. Anyway, so I think it was 2008. I don't know if you heard me say this, but at that time, at least according to this chart here, gas was $4 a gallon. And I think it was a little more like $4.50 from where I was, just based on, you know, location differences. So that was kind of a bad year to be a delivery driver. But, you know, it wasn't ever like losing money necessarily. $5, yeah. I think I saw $6 somewhere out, but that was like way out in the middle of nowhere. It's crazy. I still remember people, you know, losing their mind about gas hitting $1, you know? I think it was $1 anyway. It could be $2, something like that. And now it's just like that forever. Or more. It just, you know, that's just what it is. Hit 568 in your state in 2022? Dang. Still complaining when it's above 275. Yeah, right. Oh. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, that was an expensive delivery driver job. I feel like there's another. I got pulled over by the state police once while on job. And it was because I was looking like I was driving drunk. And I had sort of prepared for this because my manager told me, he's like, listen, if the cops ever pull you over, don't worry about it because you're on job. So what's going to happen is they're going to say, oh, you're working, right? Okay. You know, they'll probably just be like, say, be safe now, goodbye. And that's kind of what happened. He thought I was driving drunk because I was going through a neighborhood and I was just acting a little weird. But what was happening is because I was looking at the address and trying to find it on the road, right? So I wasn't perfectly within the lines, necessarily. Not that there were even lines on that street, but still. It was just a weird place for him to pick me up, honestly. But, you know, I did what I was told to do. I was just like, yeah, sorry, I'm looking at the address. And he was like, okay, just making sure. Have a good one. You know, whatever. It was weird that it was a state police, though. It wasn't like the local cops. It was like highway patrol. So it didn't like the neighborhood. It's a bit strange. I also got like, there's one time that I was like, I'm gonna get robbed right here. Because it was in like kind of a shady neighborhood and there were like dudes hanging out around and, you know, music was blasting. People are like out on their porch drinking. I was like, oh no, this is not good. They're gonna say, oh, there's a delivery driver. He's got cash in his pocket. You know, let's jump him. So I left most of my cash in the car, and then you know, nothing happened, thankfully. But you know, just walk with confidence, like you know where you're going, and you just everything was fine. You know, there's just people hanging out, but the vibes were just kind of like, oh shit. I think what else happened. It's a weird time. I did deliver to the police station too, because they always had like a security guy there. And I hated delivering there because there was like, I don't know, just because they had like weird processes, because they don't want people walking in the middle of the night, right? So you had to like go up to the thing, hit the button, and call and say, hey, I got delivery for, you know, somebody, blah, blah, blah. And they'll be like, okay, wait there. Someone will come get you. And someone comes down the elevator and comes to get you, whatever. It was just kind of weird. And it always took forever. You know, you're trying to get a couple deliveries in when you have to go to the police station. It's like you're there for 10 minutes, and it just kind of sucks. And the police station was like next door, basically, so it wasn't that far. You know, maybe a 1 minute drive down the road. And then it took another 10 minutes to actually deliver it, so it's kind of annoying. And then that was also I think it was like an hour drive to get there from where I was living. I have a taco right now, so I'm sort of eating. So I'm gonna look up some stuff on Google Maps. I'm just gonna calculate the time it would take. So I got in trouble one time for being late to my work by like, I don't know, an hour, I guess. But it wasn't my fault. Traffic was bad, and I will stand by it. Nobody believed me. Boss, of course, didn't believe me, but traffic was it was bad. The roads were all snowy, and it just took me forever to get anywhere. Let's see, because we were living. What's great about where I used to live is that it's right next to the community college, so it's not too hard to find. Of course, it has been a bit of a time before I was there, so it's not going as smoothly as I thought it would. It should be right here. They change it? Oh no, no, because the mall's right there. Wait a minute. Oh, weird. There it is. Oh, that was weird. Okay, how do I do this again? I gotta put like a directions from here, right? Okay, directions from here to up this area. And that store is I believe that store is actually closed down. I think it's a Chinese restaurant now. Not Panda Express, but something similar to that. Where is this place? Okay, there. Alright, okay. Carl's Jr. I don't know where anything is anymore. It doesn't look the same. It's all different. It's all the same, but it's different. I haven't been there for a long time. I'm sorry, this is this is very interesting, I'm sure. No, I have to do it now, right? It's Target. It wasn't a Target though. Would have been. I really don't. I thought it was just like just off the road here. There's where the corn maze is, though. That's right. It's like sometimes a haunted house. That's fun. I got a haunted house story too. Kind of looks like it, but it's not it. It has a very specific shape, and I'm trying to look for that shape, but I'm also not seeing it anywhere. Okay, so wait, let's see. If I went up this road, I had to drive all the way over there. Honestly, me driving this way, all this way, that's a long way. Ah, there it is. Weird. Okay. Well, we'll just, directions 2 here. Alright, fastest route was 25 minutes. So, you know, it's about a 30 minutes away. 20 miles, or give or take. Yeah. Yeah. It took a while. It took a while to get there. And what was garbage about that is my my friend who also worked there didn't live that far from me. He's probably about, well, I mean, according to this, he's probably I guess a 5-minute drive or something. I don't know. He wasn't that far, but he got to work on time, and you know, he's just like, I didn't have traffic problems, but you know, I did. Anyway, what's funny is let me pull out the little man here and go into the parking lot. Yeah, it's a Thai restaurant now. You have a Greek place next to it too. What's weird is they... Yeah, they renamed it, I guess. Cheesesteak in Euros is what it is. But on the map, it's just Greek Euro shop or something. With, you know, GY, Euro, whatever. Wow. Did this place get really developed or something from last time? Oh. No, there's the trailer park. Okay. It may have gotten some development, but it kind of is the same. Anyway, I wonder if that strip club's still there. You'd probably find it. I think it's up this road here. I could also probably just look it up, right? What was really annoying, and also kind of funny as a joke, is when you go to the strip club to do deliveries, the dudes there would never tip. Like, they would either tip really low or they just would not give you a tip at all. Because they had to save their dollars for, you know, not for you. I don't see it, actually. I'll just look it up. Club... Up Diamond. I think that's what it's called. It's probably called something else. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Wait. No, that's where my thing was already. Never mind. How do I get rid of that? Yeah, I guess, yeah, I guess it's not there anymore. Huh. Unless they renamed it to something. It didn't seem like it was doing bad on business, at least when I was doing stuff there, so... Eh, oh well. I should probably eat this taco before I forget. After that, oh, my keyboard. My keyboard! What happened? Well, my feet got put up. The next job I had after that was as a campground host. Quite a jump, I'd say. Paid a lot less. But it's also a lot more chill. So you're basically camping for, you know, a week. And then you go home. And that's just, you know, taking money from people, you know, who purchase a plot, and then, you know, making sure everybody's chill, not, you know, getting too drunk or anything. Cleaning fire pits, picking up trash, stuff like that. It's really easy. But I got paid very little. Which was funny, because I think the job paid like 16 an hour. No, not 16. It was like 6 or something. There was a 6 in there. And it was really low. 16's not that low. At least for that time anyway. So yeah, it was 6. It was like 6.15 or something like that. 116. Yeah. Honestly, it could be. Because you're camping up there the whole time, I think they pay you for that entire time. Or they still pay just like 8 hours a day. You know, and they just assume that you're living somewhere. That is the campsite, basically. And I was working, my grandpa had gotten that job up there, and he wanted to, you know, have somebody else with him, basically. So what he would do is he would, you know, he'd go sit on the host plot of land with a camper, and then he would drive up there, and then just live there, you know, for whatever long the time. We had an ATV, that was fun. And we were not supposed to have one of those up there. It was not allowed. But we were the campground host, so we got away with it because the police wouldn't enforce it. Not that they even saw us, honestly. But I don't think they would have cared. And you know, I never really had any problems. I could have potentially been attacked by dogs that some people had, but they kind of just aggressively barked at me, and you know, I kind of just stood my ground, and they were like, "Ugh." It was fine. Apparently there were bears up there, but I never saw any. I mean, I know there were bears up there, but while I was there, people said that they saw one. But I never saw one. Thankfully. Because that is scary. I don't care if it's a black bear. I don't want to run into it. You know? Not something I want to face. Because I'm not good at that. Yeah. But that was a fun job. I didn't work there for very long. Where else did I work? Yeah. Yeah, and it's not a place that I expect bears to be like starving so that they're like gonna be super aggressive at some point. But you know, and it's not like grizzly bears or anything like that, it's just black bears. But I still don't want to have to deal with it, you know? And, you know, it's not just bears, there's, you know, mountain lions, cougars and stuff like that. So, I would be a little more afraid of those, honestly, because black bears are kind of wimpy, you know? If you scare them off, they'll run away. At least that's what the theory is. I don't know. Never really been in a position to test that, thankfully. But, you know, mountain lions they'll come get you. I said I worked in 14 different jobs, but now I can't even name them. Was it 14? It should have been. Why do I feel like I'm missing a bunch? I say that because I put out an audition video that I mentioned that number of jobs, and I could have been counting each, like, delivery, cashier, cook. You know, I could have been counting those as one job. Technically, they were one job though, or multiple different jobs. So that counts. So after that, I worked in IT for a while. Yeah. You know, so going from working at a restaurant or a cheesesteak place to a campground and then to an IT department is kind of a weird career path. You're late and you're gonna head to bed. Yeah. You know, feel free to stop by anytime, whenever I'm on. Always nice to see you. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Rest well. Dream of large women. It's a Princess Bride thing, right? Anyway, have a good night. Still not getting this. Good. I'm glad. Then it's not like as weird. Okay. I hope you have a lot of dreams of feet. Just like, okay. Anyway, have a good night. I always go to feet, don't I? Kinda with reason, though. I've been sketching this and I haven't really gotten anything done. I can see it in my head how it's supposed to look, but it's like not really coming out. Maybe I need to switch it to landscape instead of portrait. Maybe that'll just be better. Kind of feels a little better right now. But is it? Wasn't really anything interesting about the IT job. It's kind of just, I don't know. You did IT work. That was kind of it. Switching out. We went from Windows 7 or Windows XP to Windows 7. That was a fun time. As in it wasn't. I think that was the main reason I got hired though, is because that was kind of a big job. And there was only, you know, 2 people working there at the time in that department, so you know, it wasn't like hard work, but it would have just been a lot of work for 2 people to do. Plus, I could help out with some minor tasks that would take attention away from people's more important things to do. You know, like server management and stuff. So instead of them having to go deal with like, my computer is broken, and it's like they didn't turn it on. So I would deal with that. And I was much better. I was a much better choice to do that because I have bedside manners. Whereas my boss, who was doing it originally, does not. And, you know, I like him. He's not a bad person or anything. And he's really, really smart. You know, and I think he used to work for Boeing as a, I don't really know what he did. He did calculations on like manufacturing parts or something like that. So he would like I think he would work with the 3D software to build those and like work on the specifications or something. So you know, he's a smart guy, but he's not very patient with people, not very understanding, and people were not as smart as him necessarily. Not as smart as him, not as smart as him. Not It's not really what I mean. What I mean is I don't know. He just wasn't very good at well, I don't even know what the word is. Pacifying. I don't want to say pacifying, but that's the word that's coming to my mind. At pacifying the peasants. He wasn't very good at just being nice, you know, because he would just get frustrated because people just like don't understand. And in his brain, it's like, this is a very simple concept. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know. And to an extent, he's right. He's totally right. You know, what the fuck is wrong with them? This is not hard. Your computer is off because you didn't turn it on, right? I get it. I get it. But there's a certain way to handle that, and it's not by getting frustrated at them, because they're already going to feel embarrassed that they forgot that, or that they, you know, even had to call you for something stupid. So making them feel stupid gets you and the rest of the IT department in trouble with your higher ups, your bosses, your boss's boss. So that's why I was there. Because I was just nicer, you know. Not that I wasn't ever frustrated. I know there was one time that I kind of got a little mad at some guy. But it wasn't because he was being dumb or anything like that. It was because he was being a dick about it, you know. Like his computer wasn't working and he was getting, you know, he was getting like personal about it. And you know, it's just like, I gave him a look, like, okay, dude, chill out. And he did like a fake smile at me, and I was like, I still don't know. I think he was trying to be friendly about it and like, sorry, I'm just frustrated, you know, smile. But like, he's still frustrated, so it just comes off as like, hello, you know. But I don't know. But I went back to the office and was like, someone else please deal with him. Please, just, he's making me mad. Like, okay. Plus, his issue was like a little more than what I was, you know, really able to fix, so we just sent the other guy out to go fix it. But that job, all good, you know, it had problems, and the problems were that, again, once we had rolled out all those computers, and then things started winding down, and we replaced old stuff, and we, you know, recycled all the things, and blah blah blah, and did all this, and once that winded down, I didn't really have much to do, you know. Like I would go there, I would do the daily tasks that I had to do, which were like, you know, make the backups, write this down, write that down, enter this information, whatever. And that would take like an hour, 2 at the most. And then for the next 6 hours, I wouldn't know what to do, you know. And there's always that like, well, if you should at least go find work. I'm like, I really hate that mindset. Like, I get it. Look like you're busy. Go clean something up. You know, whatever. It just, I hate that shit. Cause yeah, I could do work of like other things. You know, I could go clean the toilet. Sure, it's not my job though. You know, that's not what I work in the fucking IT department. If there's IT work to do, I'll do it. One moment. What was I talking about? IT work. Yeah. I don't know. There was just it kind of got the work slowed down, so I didn't really have anything to do. And you know, they'd give me stuff when it came up, and I would walk around, I would talk to people, be like, hey, how's it going? You know, be present at least, so that they could see if, you know, because some people, like, calling the IT department or emailing them is sometimes like a big ask for people if they're having tech issues, and they're like, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to bother them, they're probably busy or whatever, or, you know, I should be able to figure this out, blah, 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 blah. But if you're walking by, and you just happen to be walking by, and, you know, they know who you are, and they know, like, oh, that's the guy that's nice to us. But then they'll, you know, they'll flag you down and say, hey, actually, you know, while you're here, can you take a look at this, you know? It's real casual, real quick, and, you know, you say, yeah, sure, yeah, I'm not doing anything. And that's what you do, you know? But even then, if you're doing your job right, there's no problems. And if there's no problems, you're not working. So, you know, I resigned. I said, hey, I think you guys got this now. You know, I've been in here watching anime or whatever, but I wasn't supposed to. You know, I've been sleeping in the closet. So, you know, I'm gonna get out of here, I think. And then, you know, I went home. I didn't have a job, and I just kind of clucked around, I guess. I didn't really do anything after that. Yeah, because, I think we were, like, moving or something like that. There's some reason that I was just like, if I go find a job now, it's gonna get really in the way of this other thing that we were doing at home. So I just kind of put it off for a bit. And then I moved. So, whatever. I feel like I was gonna say something else about that IT thing. Oh yeah. I got in trouble with HR because I stole a chair. And I get it. It was not intended as malice on my part, you know? I shouldn't have done that, though, definitely. And I caused a lot of problems for them. So, like, I get it. That was totally my fault. But what had happened was, they had ordered, like, 60 or something chairs for everybody. Brand new, nice chairs, right? Because the old chairs we had, they were, you know, they were old. They were tearing in places, getting worn down. Wheels stuck, you know, they just need to be replaced. And so they ordered these nice chairs, and I don't exactly remember. I don't exactly remember the process that they were going to do. If they were going to give everybody a new chair, I feel like there was, you know. So I think about 200 people work there, and so only 60 chairs. You know, they have to go over to somebody. You know, and I walked by that conference room that they were all stuck in, and the lights were off, and nobody's there. You know, I was like, oh, what's that? New chairs, huh? I could use one. Maybe I'll just, you know, claim one before anybody else has a chance to. Because in my mind, I think I was thinking they were going to be like, hey guys, here's an email, or, you know, send out a call, say, hey, if you need a new chair, you know, come to the conference room, grab a new one, because they're first come, first serve, we only got 60, right? And so I was like, well, you know, if I just first come, first serve myself, no problem. So I brought it back to my office. My office at the time was in a closet, because I was a little, I don't know. It was in a closet. This is what that was my office. Because it was like the workbench that I had all my stuff, and like that's just where I worked, and so, you know, and my computer was there to verify other things and to download stuff and whatever, and it was just that's where I was. So that's where I worked. But it was in a closet. And what that means is that it was out of the way and not in a easily seen place. So when I took this chair, and then HR went and counted the chairs again and said, oh, there's only 59 chairs here. What happened? So they recount, and they're like, that's weird. All right, walk around, maybe somebody took one, right? And they walked around, they didn't see anybody with one because I was in the closet. And so they called the manufacturer and the shipper and the people they ordered it from and said, hey, we only got 59 chairs, what happened? And they're like, well, we sent 60, you know, we have it on our thing, we sent 60, we verified it with that, so you should have 60, you know. And it was this big like debate, and they're like, no, we only have 59. And HR just happened to walk into the IT department's office for some other reason, you know, like, hey, can you blah blah blah, ask blah blah, and then she happened to see us. So, there's that chair, you have it. And I was like, yeah, is that okay? I just thought I would take one. And she was like relieved that she had found it, but also like mad too, because then like she had done all this stuff and they were like, I think they were gonna go into like some kind of inquiry or like, you know, call the police or something. I don't know, probably not that far, but it was starting to escalate to a point where it was like stupid, you know. And that was my bad, you know. And then she's like, so she took the chair, and I was like, okay, yeah, sorry. And so I got my old chair back, and then I got called into the IT or the HR office, and they sat me down. And I like this lady. She's, you know, I think she's dead now, but you know, I like chewed out. She wasn't like mean about it, you know, just very professional. Like, you shouldn't have done that. Whatever, you know, what were you thinking? Blah blah blah. Okay, don't do that again, because this is what happened, right? And you know, I was like, yeah, sorry, I guess I just wasn't thinking. I figured, you know, it was just kind of like free chair day or something, so I just grabbed one, I guess. You know, I wasn't thinking about it. Don't worry, I won't take any more chairs again. I won't wait until to do anything unless I ask, you know. I got it. I learned my lesson, which I did, you know. Probably, I think. I haven't stolen any other chairs. And I say stolen, but I didn't really steal it, you know. But I did, but I didn't. So, yeah. That was the most trouble I think I've ever been in. At that job, anyway. Yeah. I've never been in, like, super trouble, thankfully. But that probably was the biggest. Now that I think about it, that's probably the biggest. I think it was because I was going to school, now that I think about it. I think that's why I didn't get another job after that. Because I was going to the community college. Which, you know, I mean, there's like, you didn't go to school and work? No, I didn't. Sorry. You know, I paid for my classes up front, I guess. Because it's community college, you know, the classes were like $300. And I had a job at the time, so I just paid them off. But, you know, when when I resigned from that job, I was still in college, so I didn't get a new one. And then I moved. I moved in with my mom somewhere else, in a different state. And there's nothing up there. There was nothing up there. Lived in North Dakota. There's nothing there, guys. There's nothing there. It's empty. Not really. Like, there's definitely stuff there, but you know, there's also nothing there. And I didn't get the stuff that I applied for anyway. Like, just, didn't get hired for anything, so. Which is understandable, I guess. There's no IT work up there, That was the most experience I had at something. I'm not gonna go work at a campground again. Am I gonna do fast food again? Not really. Kinda didn't want to do that again. So I didn't apply to those, but I applied to, I think restaurants I applied to, but like fast food, fuck no. But then that didn't really matter in the long run. And I was still writing some savings I had, I think. Yeah. The next job I got after that was drawing furry porn. So yeah. The IT to furry porn pipeline is still going strong, baby. Yeah. Anyway. I don't like how I'm drawing this picture here. Not that it's porn. Not that it's furry porn. And I only consider that really a job because that's what I was doing for work, I wasn't working anywhere else. That was the only source of income I had at the time. That's how I bought my games. That's how I did it. Yeah, that was alright. That was okay. Where did that 14 come from? Why did I say 14? No, I wasn't lying about it when I said that. But I just can't think of... can't think of the other, 7 jobs, I guess. I must have been separating them out a bit. Let's see. Number 1. Folder filers. We'll just say folder. 2 was G6. Roll on it. 2 was delivery. 3 was cashier. 4 was cook. 5 was campground. 6 was IT. 7 would have been furry. 8 was then... UPS, right. Ugh, UPS. That's right. Forgot about UPS. Fucking UPS, jeez. Right, then operator. Boxer. Then utility. The machine mechanic, technically. It wasn't like a hardcore machine mechanic job. I was what they call the backup mechanic. So like I knew low level stuff, but I knew more than like a normal operator would know, even though I was still just doing the operator stuff. But there were a couple things that I knew how to fix on them, on the machine set. Whatever. I honestly think everybody should have known, but and then yeah, I mean, I guess after that, I must have miscalculated somewhere because I have the art job that I have now. That's only 13. So, I mean, I forgot UPS was a thing, so I might be forgetting something else. I didn't do anything else in high school. I didn't work at any other restaurants. Like it would have been a different industry. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember the last one. Anyway, close enough. Close enough. So that's I mean, office, a campsite, a fast food. We're just going by industry. What happened after that? IT. Call center. Then I guess art. In parentheses, furry. And then medical manufacturing. And then art again. But non-furry. Yeah. Seven different industries. Not bad, not bad. 8 if you want to get real particular with the art stuff. I still feel like I did something else. I mean, none of this is counting the stuff that I did for like Boy Scouts or, you know, the church that I was in. So I didn't exactly get paid for that though. It was volunteer work and it was technically a job, you know, a seasonal job at least. Anyway, how am I gonna draw this fucking thing? I think I need to open up references. Because I can't think of how this is gonna look in my picture. I'm just having a hard time like visualizing it in my head. Gosh, I really need to organize these reference photos. All my folders are just all over the place. Like I have references, drawing references, art references, and then art pictures, but then that's also art references in another folder. And you know, here's poses in this folder. I have like them all split out and I just need to organize them. Handmade stuff, you know, scenery, blah blah blah. I wonder if that guy died. I wonder if that Rance dressing guy, I wonder if he's dead. Cause that dude, that dude probably would have had a heart attack. He ordered that shit like every night. Not like every night, but like pretty often, pretty frequently. I think that's the job that I have the most stories from. Just because you go through so many like characters, you know? As you work at the same place, you kind of meet the same people all day and nothing really changes. But with delivery, like you go everywhere and you meet a lot of people. And there's a lot of weird stuff that happens there. You know, and your coworkers on meth. And your other coworkers are high. And that, man, that fucking job. My friend, I had two friends that worked there, and that's how I kind of got the job. I always got a bit of a nepotism hire, I guess. Well, not to everything, but to a lot of them. And then, you know, they both left because they didn't like the manager, but, you know, I was like, well, I still need a job. So I stayed there. Why did I make this character an elf? I shouldn't have done that. They're not an elf. Why would I do that? Just naturally drawing elves over here. What was I talking about? Fucking... What was I talking about? I don't know. I totally forgot. I think I have to do this as landscape. Landscape. The hell was I talking about? Do you remember what I was talking about? Can't remember. It was job related, but I'm saying I have the most stories from doing delivery, but I feel like I was gonna go somewhere with that, but I don't remember. I was wondering if the one guy was dead. All my coworkers were on drugs. I guess, I don't know. Not surprised the place went down. I think there was a rumor at that job. I'm trying to think if this is Twitch appropriate. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But, I don't know. There's a rumor at that job that the managers, who was a gay couple, were had invited one of the other, you know, younger coworkers of mine to join in like a threesome with themselves. And I don't know if that was true, you know, because I mean, look who I was working with, right? But then, you know, they came by, the two managers, at some point, and that other guy was there, and you know, that was in my head at some point. And it seemed like, you know, they seemed to be pretty comfortable talking to each other, so, you know, maybe, I don't know. They could have also just been so totally fine, and I could just be reading into things. But I remember that being a rumor, and I try not to believe stuff like that when you hear it, you know? But yeah. It's just kind of slightly shady all around. Not really shady, but like, I don't know. Just the whole crew that worked there was weird. Just unusual. Just unusual people. Or really usual people, I really don't know. Maybe they're the normal ones and I'm the weird one. Where are you now? Are you like me? Would I ever talk to any of those people again? I mean, maybe as like a novelty, like, oh yeah, remember that time? What was up, Dad? Like, I don't know, maybe what happened to the store? You know, why did it close down? And maybe there's some juicy something in there. Because I don't think the whole business is gone. I think just that one location. So they could have moved. And I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would. I don't particularly miss any of those people, you know? Even my friend that I had there. Do I miss him? Kind of weirdly, no. It's a little... I mean, it's a little sad, because he was my friend, you know? But, I don't know. He joined the Air Force, and then messaged me once time. He's like, hey, I'm gonna be in, you know, wherever you're living on leave. We should hang out. I was like, yeah, sure. Just hit me up whenever you're in, and we'll go hang out. That was the last time I heard from him. That was it. I feel like that happens. Well, it's only happened twice, I guess. Where, like, twice that I can remember, anyway. Where a friendship, like, kind of abruptly ended like that. We're just like, we're no longer friends now. It's like, oh, okay. Other times that has happened is, like, I changed schools, or, you know, you know, we had advanced in a grade or something, and they went to a different class now, and, you know, you just kind of never see each other. And that's like, I don't know. I don't count those as that. I was gonna draw this, and then I keep drawing the same thing is the problem. And in my brain, it's like, yeah, this is correct, but it's not correct, and I keep drawing the same damn thing. That's wrong. I think part of it's because I keep talking. I'm not, like, drawing. Less talking, more reading. That's from Mountain Blade, if you remember. If that game gets good views, I haven't played that in a bit. I wonder if people like that game. I need to get better at drawing. I just do. It's all the time. It always feels like I'm, I've been over this before on other streams, but it always feels like I'm just playing catch up to everybody else. And there's a, you know, that whole thing about comparison and whatever. You don't compare yourself to things you like, because you might, you know, not like it or whatever. And I get that, right? I get it. That's not really what I'm doing, though. I see it more as, like, I don't know. I guess when I see other people's work, I don't see the process that they go through to get there all the time. If ever, you know? Unless they're, like, doing a YouTube tutorial, and then they're already, you know, they're good at that, so that's fine. But, you know, 99% of the other artists, you don't really see them go through that process until you see the final image that they show. So, you know, you may think, like, wow, that looks really good, but then you don't see all the garbage that they had to redo, the, you know, stuff they had to edit and things like that, if they did at all. And, You know, I guess it's a bit of a, not a bummer that you don't see it. It's not like I want to, like, show me your greatest flaws so I can judge you. Nothing like that. But it's very, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. It's humbling to be able to see that process, I guess. So you're like, oh yeah, okay. Even these people who are really good struggle. That's fine. That's good. That's good to know. But for me, I only see the stuff that I struggle with. I guess that's true for everybody, but so it's always just a mental battle that I have to go through when I see other people's work, and I'm like, wow, that's really good. Because then the stupid part of my brain that's like, wow, look at that, that's really good. You should never or start anything in it ever again, because now, what's the point? This person already does all the art you would ever need. No point, you know. And we've talked about that guy before, and that guy's an idiot. And he's a little gremlin, little monster man. And I like to personify him because, one, it's a little fun, and two, it you know, helps you separate yourself from your bad thoughts. Helps put them somewhere else so that you can, at least I can, manage them better by reminding myself that that's not actually true. That's not me thinking that necessarily. It's the bad thoughts thinking that, right? It's the dumb part of my brain that tries to put me, that tries to stop me, tries to put me down. And it sucks that I have that. But I have to deal with it, you know? You just have to deal with it. There's no other alternative. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Felt like it was leading somewhere, but I always feel that way. Just playing catch up, I think. Yeah. It feels like I'm playing catch up with art. I think in a sense that's true. Because, when you're drawing it, no matter what stage that you're at, you're going to be comparing yourself to everybody else. And I think that's, if anybody denies that, I think they're probably lying about it. And, because some of that's healthy and some of it's not, right? But you're always going to be comparing. If you look at any image, you know what you draw, either subconsciously or unconsciously, or consciously, you're going to be at least making some mental note of some kind. And no matter what stage you're at, those notes are either, oh, that's, you know, I think I could do that, or that's similar to mine, or like, that's worse than mine, or I would have done something different, blah, 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 blah. You either say, that's worse, that's about, I could probably do that, and then finally, that's really great, that's out of my league. And that's kind of everything, right? With your art. So no matter what you're doing, you're always going to be looking at stuff with one of those outlooks. And what that means is that no matter what you do, there's always going to be someone better than you. Every time. And I guess maybe I'm not at the level to where I can comfortably say, hey, that's great. I don't have to be, quote unquote, the best, which I don't think I have to be now, but, you know, I think I'm not at the level where I can comfortably say, yeah, this this whatever I do is very good still, and other people are just different, even though they're really good. You know, I can't look at, I don't even know any famous artists nowadays, but like, you know, almost I'd argue almost any concept artist from any like video game studio could probably qualify for this, which is looking at their stuff that they draw like professionally, not as like concept art, because it's a little more rougher, I guess, around the edges. But anything that they would make like they would actually render out, especially like character designers and stuff like that. If you look at their stuff, like if I was at that level, that would probably be a different perspective than what I'm at now with my stuff. Because they would probably be like, yeah, everybody's either good, and they would either not have that section that's out of my league, you know, that might drop off at some point, and I don't know, you know, so that could be a possibility. Because even though there's people that are better than you, when you're at that level, you know that you're still pretty dang good. So, you know, that's just whatever. I don't think I'm at that level. I don't think I'm even close to that. Do I think I'm better than I was a couple years ago? Yeah, of course. But also no. And I get it. When people, because I keep saying, usually on my art streams, I say very encouraging things to artists because I know what it's like to not have any kind of encouragement from anybody that's helpful, and stuff that's like going on in your head, you know, or possibly going on. You know, maybe I'm the very small percentage of artists that are like, you know, always just miserable. Not miserable, but you know, always just very, very critical about it, and just I don't know. In a way, miserable isn't the right word, but it kind of is very much the right word. And so I know what it's like to have those very negative thoughts come across your mind when you're doing something creative. And so I always talk about like the positive stuff that you can do with that, because you have to deal with it. You know, I have to deal with it, and if you're dealing with it, then you know, I guess I can try to help. I don't know where I was going with that. It was leading to something. This is my mind. I don't remember. Still very like low energy right now. Mine just takes a lot out of me. I mean, I've been streaming for 7.5 hours, so it's almost the end of the working day. I really don't remember where I was going with that. And I don't know if it's my memory that's getting worse, or if it's just because I'm, you know, like streaming and drawing and doing a bunch of other things at the same time now. That it's not that my memory is getting worse, it's just that I don't have enough RAM, you know? so things get just dropped out of it at a faster rate. So I'm trying to be like up to date and current and always talking, but also talk about what I'm doing and also things that I was thinking about talking about earlier, because different subjects lead into different subjects, right? And because I'm here by myself, I don't have anybody else to bounce things off of, you know. I gotta do that myself, so I think that's partially why I'm pretty forgetful about things nowadays. I was going somewhere with that earlier, so, you know, that's why I'm saying that. So I think I just forget stuff. What were we even talking about? Gosh, I don't even know. Trying to be encouraging to artists, I guess, because it's hard. Like it is a hard thing to make something and know that it's not good, and that there are people that could do better than you, you know. And maybe you know, maybe I am the weird one that can't always get over that easily, or can't, I don't know, can't something about it. You know, maybe there's other people that are like, yeah, people are better than you, of course. They just don't care. And yeah, I get it. And I'm trying to be like that, right? Just kind of, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And it is, and I do. But also, still part of me is like, why do I even try? You know? And that's what I mean by the little gremlin guy. Whoever that is, that voice that says that stuff, that's the little gremlin. Any negative thoughts you have about your process or anything, really, if you can personify it as something else, like I was saying earlier, I think it's easier to distance from it. Sorry, I'm yawning over here. Yeah. An art class was always, it was a good time, but it's always very, like, I don't know, chest clenching, you know, heart clenching, something. You just have this anticipation, this like anxiety about showing other people who are artists that are better than you, or even worse. You know, sometimes there's that. Showing them your stuff. Just sometimes it's like, I don't know, because art's kind of a very personal thing in a lot of ways, where, you know, especially if you're not doing like a commission work or whatever, and you're just doing something that you want to draw, or you come up with, even might not even be something you consciously know what you want to draw, whatever that is. You know, it's just kind of, it's a very personal thing. So showing other people that, you know, it can be pretty nerve-wracking. You know, and I remember, and I had this problem with a lot of things, honestly, and this is where I get like jealous, like dangerously jealous, is seeing people who are worse than you at the thing that you like doing, right, get better than you very quickly. Or even just, you know, maybe not very quickly, but just at some point they are better than you. And that, you know, even if it takes years, at some point, if they are better than you, then it feels like shit. For example, if you go to art class, and I hope I'm making the story up. If it was real, that would suck. Thankfully, I don't really remember. But go to art class, and then, you know, there's some, you know, let's say it's an old lady in her 70s who's never picked up a pencil before, you know, and she's got dementia or something. That's probably not very nice to say, but I got mental health problems too, so whatever. Some old lady is in the class and she's never picked up a pencil before, and then by the end of class, she's drawing at your level. And by class, I mean semester, not like the same day. If it was the same day, that'd be even crazier. But like, you know, they can draw about as well as you can after that short amount of time. And you've been doing this for 30 years or whatever. And it sucks feeling that way, you know. And I guess what I'm trying to really get across is that, at least for me, art is always very much at once fun and also very, very painful to do. Emotionally painful. So you have to deal with a lot of things. And you have to kind of do it yourself. And there's just a lot of ways to, like, I don't really know what the phrase would be, but like get your heart broken, you know? There's just a lot of ways to just get hurt emotionally. And that sucks, you know? So I get it. I get it when people are, I don't know, frustrated, I guess. Or people compare themselves to others and struggle with that, you know, because there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. And at some point, you know, it's kind of not too much, but it just kind of gets a little too much. And you just, anything after that just like hits you really hard because you just have like no defense anymore to it because you've just been bombarded with the negativity about it from yourself or even from others, but mostly from yourself, you know? So like, if you've been feeling bad about like your art, like I'm not improving, blah, 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 I should just stop doing this, but you keep doing it. And then, you know, there's some fucking news article and they always come out with this shit. And this is the other thing that like really makes me like, I don't know, jealous, I guess. I don't know, it's just, it kind of makes me mad in a, like a, I don't know. I don't think in an illegitimate way, but it just kind of makes me mad. And this happens semi-frequently, which is they always come out with a article or something that some you know 15-year-old has now, you know, gone to this and they've won this prize in arts or something. Not necessarily art, but that's the relevant subject. So like they're like, wow, they're already a master. They're calling him the young Michelangelo or whatever. And you're like, what the fuck? How old are you? You weren't even born yet? I was out of high school when you were in high school. Like, what the fuck? I've been drawing longer than you've been alive, kid. You know? And they're like just better than you. That fucking hurts a lot. That hurts so much. I hate that shit. But they always come out with that. You know, there's always that kind of article. And so when you're already very negative on yourself and very hard on, you know, what you're capable of doing and you're just already vulnerable, and then that shit happens, it sucks. It super sucks. And it gets you. It gets you. At least it gets me. And you have to learn how to deal with it. And the way I learned how to deal with it is by crying. Not really. Maybe only on one occasion. No, not one. It's not how I deal with it generally. Generally, I just quietly acknowledge that it's okay. That it's okay that people are better than you. Even if they're younger. Even if whatever circumstance, whatever. It's just kind of okay, you know. You just do your own thing. Everybody's got a different pace. It's just, that's how it works. There's nothing wrong with it. And that's typically how I deal with it. But definitely, another thing about it, there's been multiple occasions where I can't deal with it. You know, it gets to be a lot. And it's not that specific scenario necessarily, but just like, I don't know, just sometimes some things happen that way. Whatever it is, it just kind of pops up and you know, it's the last straw sort of thing. I like what I drew, but I'm not like super happy with it either. I need a different reference. I don't usually like having too many references. I mean, I do, but I don't like having to pull from it as much as I sometimes have to, like now. Because I think it's better to sometimes think about that yourself in your brain, and let your brain do most of the work for it, instead of just like let your eyes do it. It's a bit of half and half, you know. It's like going outside and drawing a tree, and then coming back inside and trying to draw the same tree. Both of those have different, you know, different uses. So, that's all. Yeah, I don't know. These reference pictures are really working out. I don't know. Let's do another layer. Let's change the angle of this a bit. Yeah. I need to do more anatomy studies, I think, because I'm very like, some of these things just don't look right. Like from certain angles, it's like hard for me to visualize. No, I don't like that. Don't like that already. Let me think here. Okay. Do this from almost this way. Sometimes it's helpful to start with different, like different parts of whatever your subject is. So like if you draw a jet fighter or something, and you usually start from the nose, and you just keep trying to do that and just not working out. Sometimes if you just go draw the tail first, then, you know, you can kind of find your groove a little better. So sometimes that's helpful. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. What am I doing? What am I doing? What's really frustrating too about art, besides everything, the the drawing stuff that you've drawn before, but then like it's like worse or bad, and you're like, why can't I not draw this now? What happened? That sucks too. There's just so many things that just suck about it. You know. Again, maybe I'm the idiot here. Everybody else is like really good or whatever. I feel like, okay, so these fucking harp shits, right? Does it repeat twice in this 1 hour loop? Because I feel like this goddamn harp piece always goddamn comes up. Hold the fucking phone. Yeah. Yeah, that's the same fucking bit. About 40 minutes in, it like repeats itself. Out of an hour long, so that's why I think I'm hearing it so much, is because I guess every... Yeah, I don't know. I guess what I was trying to say is like every 40 minutes, it repeats that phrase of that, well, not that phrase, but I guess that part of the song. Or it's not even a song, it's a mix, an hour-long mix. It repeats it every 40 minutes, but out of an hour long, that means that in, 20 minutes, it's going to go back to the beginning where that one piece is again. So it kind of like plays 3 times in a row almost. Well, not really 3 times in a row, but it just plays often. I think I'm done listening to this though. It's fine. It's fine. But I'm done listening to it. And I think I might be done streaming too. Because we're about 8 hours here. 7 hours and 52 minutes is what we've just hit, so. And I'm just getting kind of like tired. I think you probably heard it in my voice. I'm just tired, So either I let's save this picture before I close it. Boop, do not save. Nope. Close out. So either, well, I think what needs to happen at least is I need to be done drawing. That's definitely what needs to happen. Because I'm losing my mind. Let me change this to change my title. I mean, what would I do now is like, what would I do? I'd go play a game, right? Well, if I'm gonna go do that, then why not stream it? And I think it's because there's like an obligation to engage when you're just like, fuck it, I just want to play a game. You don't have to, perform necessarily. Then it's good. But you know what's great about me? I don't have to perform necessarily. Because one, this is just kind of how I am. More or less. There's a little bit of differences. There's definitely a presentation thing I do, but it's just kind of how I am. And I turn on the part of my brain that says, think about this in your head. And I turn that off, and so it comes out the mouth. And so I say things that I have been thinking. And I have, I don't know. I was going to say I have more exaggerated facial expressions, but I don't. This is exactly how I am. So, yeah. So it's not that hard. Let's go somewhere with that, too. But then, I don't know. I guess sometimes it's good to just have a break where you can just not think about it. I think I am going to end here, though. I may be back. Maybe. But I might just need a break. Just a little break. Now I'm not sure if I should just end or just hang out while I'm on break. Nobody's here. That's what it was. That's what it was. If I keep streaming, then one, I'm like this normally, and two, nobody's here anyway, so I don't have to do anything, and that's great. It's really funny. The camera I'm using is like really sensitive to my facial expressions now. So sometimes I'm like, really? What is that thing? Like, just the way the eyes work, it's like I can just do this and be like, oh shit. Even though it's like, I'm just like, whatever. Uh, and I like it. It's fun. You know, I do like it, but it does look like it's a little sensitive. I don't know. Maybe we just, our break is now like checking Twitter or whatever. Maybe, let's see, hold on. That'll bring the kids in. Just come on in, say hi. Right? Come, children. Come into my stream. What if I put up the thing that says I will call your doctor for you. I will make your appointments for you if you follow me. Do you need to make a phone call to somebody? I got you. But you have to follow me on Twitch. Listen, bud, you do something for me, I do something for you. I grew up in a time when I didn't care about calling people on the phone, so I have no qualms about it. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. You know what I need to do? I need to do rigging for models, for VTubers. I think that's what I need to learn how to do. I'm kind of halfway there, you know. I can do the art part. I can do that, you know. But I just have to figure out, like, just the process for it, I guess. I looked into it a while ago, where, you know, you open Life 2D or whatever, and it's got all the different bones and stuff you can connect or whatever. Whatever it's called. I looked into it very briefly, so I might be butchering that, but I did look into it, and I was like, yeah, I could probably do that. But it's also like, but it's also like, because that is a good money right there. It's a lot of work, and it's a very special skill that people have, and I don't want to say not a lot of people know how to do it, but it seems like there's not a lot of people that actually know how to do that. So, at least well. So that's probably good. But I mean, there's some of those models that go for thousands of dollars, and you know, if I can get some of that money, that'd be great. I like money. If you have money, follow me, or I'll follow you back. Take your cash. I'm not gonna mug you. I'm not gonna rob you. You're fine. I just want a little bit of your bank. I just want I just want the number, the date on your card, and those 3 funny numbers on the back. Just tell me. Just kidding. Don't do that. Joking. It's a joke. Twitch. Leave me alone. I mean, don't leave me alone. Follow me first, and then leave me alone. Man. I get my energy back, I think, because I'm not talking about something depressing like art. And how soul crushing it is sometimes. And I'm talking about I don't know, it's fun stuff. Fun stuff like how much fun it's going to be having people hang out with us. I'm really glad for that guy, Neku. If you don't know who he is. That's my best friend. Not really. I have best friends, but they're my friends still. Which is, I don't know, not weird to say because we just barely know each other, you know? But, you know, I can say we're at least friends, probably. Acquaintances, if anything. Anyway, he just hit 50, so good for him. And I'm not jealous at all. Nope. It should have been me. Just kidding. Oh, man. I really, really love playing that up. That, like, pathetic desperation. It's so fun. I like doing this. I really do. It's fun. I have a good time. So far. So far. I'm on Twitter. I'm just here. I get followed by people a lot. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know what is going on with this. The reason I brought up the rigging thing is because I got followed by someone who might be doing that. They seem more legit than a lot of the other profiles. Yawning. They seem a lot more legit than some of the other profiles that have followed me and are like, hey, I'm an artist. Mm. I don't know. That's why I brought it up. And again, we're just having a break. We're just here. Just chilling. Did you see that? That was weird. That's funny. Why it's doing that is because I have a headset mic. And when I turn to the right, like that, the mic goes in front of where my mouth would be. And so the camera's picking it up as my mouth is open. Like that. And so when it's at like a bit of an angle here, it's like flickering. Because it's like trying to read it, but it can't quite read it. And then if I talk during that, it's also trying to pick up different things. So it's fun. It's kind of fun watching the model like freak out a little bit, just goof off on its own. Kind of like that. I was blowing my nose, and it was just like, yeah. Yeah. Let me check my phone. Okay, we're doing good. Sometimes the battery like really drains, and sometimes it's just like totally fine. You know, I mean we're at 68. I don't I don't think we're at full power earlier when I first started, but it's still at like 67%, and we're only 8 hours in. Only. Yeah, I don't know. And then other times it's like, you have 20% left, and it's like, what the fuck, lady? It's been 5 hours or whatever. How are we already that low? And it's like been plugged in. Um, yeah, I don't know. Right, I was telling you about Twitter. And like, I get messages sometimes. I don't know. Twitter artists are just, they're kind of weird, man. Like, I don't think I'm weird when it comes to arts. But like, I don't know. It's just weird. They're just weird people. They're just out there hustling, you know? It's like, ugh, leave me alone. But it's also like, okay, get it. You know, good for you. They call it X. I am not doing that. I only vibe with people who still call it Twitter. You know what I mean? You call it X. What the fuck is wrong with you? uh, I think it's really funny that there's still like, and maybe this is phased out, but at least for a while there, and I've seen it still recently, where it's like blah 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 on X, formerly Twitter, or like on Twitter now called X. They always like put those two together because like it's such a stupid fucking name. On X. So what the fuck is on X? I sent out an X. God, what a stupid fucking man. What a dumb fuck. Got a message from somebody who seems legit, at least, but like, I don't know. Here's the thing, and I've mentioned this before. They have to have a consistent style for me to believe that they're real people. And here's the problem with that, is that sometimes they don't, you know, and so I don't believe them. And there are certain things you can tell about, I think, artists. You know, I feel like there's very few that can actually, you know, do different styles on the fly slash leave no trace behind of any of their previous, you know, style. What I mean by that is how their brain works. Because even if they were like, okay, I'm going to try and draw, you know, something cell shaded or whatever, it's like there's just traces of how they draw the lines still in there. And you can buff some of that out, sure. You know, I'm not saying that's not possible, but I don't know. Sometimes it's a little too different, you know. And it's stuff that I've seen on like make a VTube model here at this website for free or whatever. And it's like clip art looking stuff. What was that one? What was that one fucking animation program? I brought this up a while ago and I can't remember. I didn't ever look it up. I'm gonna look it up. It's real shit. Uh, it's probably free. Like it's probably free, right? Hmm. Guess I'm not surprised it's not on here, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe that is what it is. No, that's different. Okay. I wonder if it's gone. I wonder if it got destroyed by the Empire. Calling this fucking uh like the Rebel Alliance of, you know, 2D animation programs is giving it way too much credit. Way too much. Um right. Harmony. That was one thing I was trying out at one point. Harmony. What was that? Yeah, no, that is from Toon Boom, right? Hold on. Hang about. That's my new catchphrase. Hang about. Toon Boom. I got a trial of something. I think it was Harmony. Then I did nothing with it. I used to be able to animate on Flash CS3, and now it's not viable. By animate on that, I mean barely animate on it. But I was getting there. I was getting close. I almost went to school for animation, honestly. And then I looked at the price tag for school, and I was like, "There's no fucking no way I'm gonna be able to afford that. Are you kidding me?" And I didn't. So I didn't. What if I look up the worst? The worst animation programs. There we go. Because they're always like, if you look up animation programs, they're always like, these are the best ones. And yeah, they're the best, you know, they're great. But I want the one that's bad. And I can't remember what it's freaking called. Is it Animaker? It doesn't look like it, but that one looks pretty bad. Hmm. Honestly, some of these look pretty decent. Not Animaker, though. That one looks pretty bad. Effortless creation powered by Animaker AI. It's pretty bad. Guys, don't use it. 10 most hated programs of all time. Ooh, speaking of that, we could probably do more WikiHow. I kind of want that to be a thing. We're like, it's like we start every day with a WikiHow quiz or just some weird like internet thing, some tier list. I've mentioned this before. I fucking love tier lists so much. It's so stupid. It's so stupid to rank stuff like that, but I just like them. Especially when it's like I don't know, your friends, I guess. Oh, I don't want the worst animated movies. Sorry, blowing my nose again. It's really weird that I can't see. I can't find this thing. I fucking hate AI. I fucking hate that shit. I bring that up because I'm still looking at this list of things, and they're always like, "We're powered by AI." And then like, check out this demo, and it's very horrifying. You know, I'm on YouTube now, and I was gonna look up worst animation. Weirdest 90s CGI programs. Buddy, if you're not as old as me, shut up. You don't get to call that shit bad. Fuck off. God, why do we even use YouTube? It's never relevant, the stuff you search up. You know, it's just bad. I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. They rebranded. Oh my god. They rebranded. That's why I couldn't find them. You son of a bitch. Go Animate. Rebranded as Vyond? 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 Went live mid 2008. That's really funny because was it 2008 that I heard about it? Oh fuck. I don't think it was. I think it was after that. I think Family Guy made fun of it too, which is funny. Hmm. Let's see. Looking at their history. Yeah. Okay. June 2011 to late August. They opened up Go Animate for Schools. Was publicly launched. It was a school-safe version of Go Animate featuring dedicated privacy, security, content moderation group, and group management features. Blah 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 blah. And October 11th. Blah, 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 blah. A custom set of election 2012 characters became popular. And I love shitting on corporations. It's so fun. Uh, and then they launched a business-friendly theme. And by July 2013, over 10 million videos were created using GoAnimate. And then they changed their exclamation mark. They changed their logo to remove the exclamation mark. End of 2013, the paper cutout assets of Explainer Video, Pioneer, Com, and Craft were integrated into GoAnimate as a new visual theme. That's probably where it started, actually, for me to learn about it. I wouldn't be surprised if it was around that time, though. Here and there, things like that. Migrated from Adobe Flash to HTML5. They replaced their free plan with a trial plan. Yeah, of course. Hmm. The GoAnimate platform was renamed Vyond after the company had revealed its launching to occur at an exhibition in San Diego a day later. That doesn't really explain anything, does it? It just is like, I don't know. The way it's worded sounds like it should explain more than that, but it doesn't. Disgusting. Just disgusting. Hate that shit. Vyond Go, an artificial intelligence-based feature in the video maker that generates videos based on user prompts, similar to ChatGPT. It is accessible to all users, but it can only be used 3 times every 24 hours. AI. So limited in your capacity to be used anytime. I I get why they do that, because it's like resources, like power and hardware resources or whatever, computational resources. So, you know, if you have that available to anybody who signs up and they can just do that whenever they want and not pay into it, I bet that gets expensive. You know, I bet. But also, fuck you guys. The fuck? If it's that kind of thing, like, stop doing that. That feels like a waste of energy, at least to me. Oh wait, but they're a corporation. They don't give a fuck. Ugh. I'm not very smart. I'm not very educated in a lot of ways, I guess. So sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about. All I know is that, fuck these people. But yeah, that's why it's called that. And bullshit. They didn't rename it because they were getting bad press or whatever. Weren't getting bad press anyway. It's, yeah. Go animate cringe comp only. It's from the Internet Archive. I don't know if I wanna, it's not from there, but it's on there. I don't know if I really wanna go click on any of these things. It's just disgusting. Look it up. Look up Go Animate, open Google Images, look at it. And then realize that everything is made like that. You know what? You know, make your money. Make your money. If I was the artist that designed those characters though, and by that I mean I guess the style that they're in, personally speaking, I think I'd fucking hate it. It's hard to tell though. You know, he could be a millionaire or something. And it could not even be his own style. You know, it could just be this kind of looks like, you know, this looks like cartoons. Get going. So I don't really know. I can really speak from personal experience on that. On personal experience, personal perspective. Just feel like if I had put my own my own style, like my stuff into there, that would kill me. I would hate that so much. I would hate it. Mm, nobody's here. My head started or has stopped hurting. Hmm. You know what I need to fucking do? I've been recording every stream. Oh, it's taking up a lot of space. I need to clear these out, baby. You know. Yeah, I gotta go through these videos at some point. First off, pick out the ones that are actually VODs and not just test videos. I'm going to do that by, the length. Good, that is there. Sort by length. Find anything that's 3 minutes or less, I suppose. Definitely less than a minute. There might be something in there that's like a minute long that I might want to keep. I don't know what. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it could be like a clip or something that I saved in the wrong spot. Yeah, I think these are just test videos. Then I gotta rename them, and then I gotta upload them to YouTube, and then I can delete them from my computer. But yeah. Okay. Check more social media, and then I'm gonna switch games here. Switch games. Switch to a game here. Sorry, just typing a message here. Welcome. Welcome. Making art. Making art. It's tough, baby. All right. Now that that's over with, let's just see what we might find. Wait a minute. Oh, Ancient Mythology Retold comes out in a week. Oh shit. Nice. That's awesome. I really wonder. I wonder if they had the fucking stupid ass Chinese expansion that they made. And I say made as in cobbled together that everybody hated. No, they don't. That's so funny. That's such a bad idea. Yeah, it's such a bad idea. Space Marine comes out on September 9th. Oh, that really sucks for Age of Mythology. Because, you know, if I'm going to spend money on a game, even if Age of Mythology is, you know, half the price, it's still a game I've played before, you know, several times. So am I going to get that, or am I going to get the new hotness? I'm going to go for the new hotness, personally. Okay, can move over here. I like, I like, I like the settings these are at, kind of. Uh, with the eyes especially. It's like, they make me look so crazy sometimes. It's so fun. Especially when I look at you like this. Yeah. The the thing I was gonna do is look for which games are popular right now. I probably just gonna play Zomboid. Let's be real. Really hate that I love that game so goddamn much. I just do. I just do. It's so good. It's so much fun. And it has every right to be that fun. And it's just gonna get better. It's just gonna get better. I used to not really like it. I used to not play it that much either. I think I really started only getting back into it within like the last year or two or something like that. And even then it's been like on and off. But lately, actually the beginning of this year I've been kind of going hard on playing it a lot. Forgot what I was doing in here. Right. I was gonna look up discovery and engagement. You know, it's really interesting. Um, the discovery stuff where it says searches, like, did they search for me or like the tags I was in or what, you know? Hmm. My viewers right now, it's kind of impressive actually. Maybe not impressive, but most of them watch Project Zomboid or MechWarrior 5. And yeah, that's where I got most of my people from, those two games. And I didn't play MechWarrior 5 that much. But I played it again and then nobody showed up. So Easter famine, you know? What's today? Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Great. That means right now is a pretty good time to start playing Zomboid. It's a pretty decent time. Let's look up Battletech. That was the other one. Battletech. Tech. Wednesday. Not a good time for Battletech. No, not a good time for Battletech at all. What was the other one? Age of Empires? Oh man. Thursday's the day for that. Just gonna look at what we got here. Okay, that's what I figured. There's not that many channels, but there are people watching. Hmm. But there's also a lot of zero viewer people, basically. Hmm. Do you think if I put girl in one of my tags, that would be dishonest? I don't think it'd be dishonest personally, but Who knows? Wednesday is not a good time for MechWarrior. Monday or Tuesday, those are good times for him, apparently. You know what? I've been going about this all wrong. Because I put viewer region as any. And you know what's fucked up about that? Is most people don't live in my region. They live in opposite land, as in Asia Pacific area. So when I see high rises in terms that in places that I'm up anyway, that's why. And guess what? I don't think they go watch me, you know, because I speak only English. But I don't know. I've gotten other people. But the thing I should do is look at what North America has, I think. Yeah. Wednesday's just not a good day to stream, is it? Best times to stream. Oh, Tuesday? Really? Tuesday at midnight. Hmm. Friday at 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Right now, he's from MechWarrior. This is from MechWarrior. Let's look at Zombug. There's still a pretty decent number of people playing Zomboid, or watching Zomboid at this time of day. Just chatting, always very popular. You know what's fucked up about that though? Is they're always like, yes, the average viewers is 10. I'm gonna look at my most recent viewers, if this is accurate. Most recent viewers was Neku, who left about 3 hours ago. Do I believe that's entirely true? Not really. The analytics would show that because it just does. It just does show that. So I don't know why. I should probably pick a fucking game to play, huh? What's the other one I was thinking about doing? Halo. I was thinking about doing Halo. Thinking about doing a couple other ones, but let's do Halo. And shit, Wednesday would have been a good day for Halo. What about Helldivers? Yikes. Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, people fucking love Helldivers this week. And that means that someone big was playing Helldivers that day. But Thursday, this will be funny. We'll probably get some views. Nobody is watching Helldivers at 5 a.m. on a Thursday. At least this week. So that's funny. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Do I exclude the popular channels? Hmm. Don't know, actually. Zomboid's real popular on Wednesday, though. I think I need to play Zomboid. I mean, that's kind of just what the data's showing here. Average viewers 300. Fuck off. Oh, not per channel. Per channel it's 8, but it's still fuck off with that. I don't get that much. Average. Bullshit. I know how averages work. That means that there's a shit ton of people who are getting a lot of views, or one person that's getting a lot of views, because I bet there's a ton of people getting no views. Shut it. Yeah. Roommate. We have a door. That needs to be either open or shut depending on airflow. But I want to shut tonight so I can stream and not bug them. Anyway, yeah, let's go play Zomboid. Let's go do that. Um, I don't know what to name our stream here. I still need to put out like another announcement, like, hey, I'm still streaming, or whatever. It just, it just seems like a good idea. To play Zomboid, is what I mean by that. That clip of me hitting those mines, that's gonna be fun. Post this. Is Why does it do that? Why does it do that when I copy and paste? It replaces, or it just replaces things with emotes, or the camera emote. I don't like that. I don't want it to do that. I want it to fucking do the thing that I want it to do. How come this doesn't have my most recent emails either? It's so weird. Dog, what are you doing? You okay? You're a good dog. I don't know. Project Zomboid. Every time I type Project Zomboid in Twitter, it's like Project 2025? No, Project Zomboid. Looks like a good time to stream Zomboid, so that's, I need to have more excitement. Like, well, I guess we'll do it. Um, fucking knows. God, I swear, I hate that guy. I think I need to take some more medicine. Medicine? have to take my meds throughout the day. Otherwise, I get nothing done. Thanks, ADHD. You son of a bitch. Okay, so title. It's just a tweet. It's just a stream title. Like it doesn't matter, but like I want it to be fun still. Local Bat wants you to come by. Wants you to come by and drop off some money. I don't know. I like starting off with these by being like a newspaper title. I think that's fun. So I like saying local bat. Local bat wants you to come by and watch them play Vidya. There we go. Oh, I need to do a recording. Help me out here. Help me out here. Okay. I'm gonna stop recording. I'm still gonna stream though. And we're gonna switch over to the empty room that I have, where I just have the VTuber model. And then we're gonna make a fun GIF to put on the post. Because that'll get viewers, right? Anyway, let's do it.